All right, and it looks like we are all set for the next run of Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus with Anarchy. So if you're ready, Anarchy, go ahead and take it away.
Alright, so hello team, what's up? I'm back. Totally didn't just see me run the game before this one. So yeah, I'm back. We're going to be running Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. This is the direct sequel to Wolfenstein, the New Order. Um, but yeah, uh, this run is just a little bit different. This game is 2017, so 3 years later. Um, and yeah, a decent amount has changed. The game at its core is still the same, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's save here, and I'll count down for time. All right, so time is gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so once again, this game also starts right in the sort of thick of it. Um,
It's you.
you might have actually seen that, unlike the
looking
last
for you.
game, I didn't actually press new game on the menu. I actually loaded a save.
Here they
That
come.
is because this game is very sort of story driven, a lot more so than the last game. There's a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that all over the place. Um, at the beginning of this game, the first like 8 or 9 minutes is like wholly like just like exposition and cutscenes and stuff. This game explores a lot more than the other one does, especially regarding BJ Blazkowicz, who is our protagonist here. Um, so yeah, because it's the same every time. There are a couple parts that are interactive, but it's mainly the same. So we just make a save right when BJ becomes playable, and we just load there for speedruns. Same with that cutscene there, if you just saw that. Once again, you'll see the sort of loading thing, which would be me spamming. The cutscenes load a little bit faster in this game, so you might not see it as much, but yeah. One of the big major differences, at least for me as a speedrunner, is they changed the way the sort of not the interface, I'd say, but they changed a couple things. One of them being that they changed the key that you skip cutscenes with. So before it was E. E's the sort of interact button for everything in this game, and they also use that in New Order to skip cutscenes with. In this game, they chose for whatever reason to make it escape. So one of the things that happens sometimes between playing these games back to back is I'll start spamming my E key in this game and be like, well, why isn't the cutscene skipping? That's because it is escape. But yeah, if you missed the run before this is Wolfenstein. First-person stealth adventure action series, all about fighting Nazis. This is the second. This is the, I guess, yeah, it's the third game actually, both chronologically in the series and released. Um, and it is a direct sequel to the New Order. You probably, if you just watched that, probably mega confused with what's going on here, because it looked like BJ just, like sort of died, was left for dead at the end of that game. But what happens, and you see it sort of in the exposition for this game, is BJ did that. They actually went back for him, and he lived, but he's been in a coma for the last, I think it is 5 months. So they've been taking refuge on the Eva's Hammer, which is the U-boat submarine here. And Frau Engel, who was the sort of secondary antagonist of that game, has been hunting him, and today she found him. So that was what's going on there. But that's the first chapter of this game done already. Gonna make sure I press escape there. Yeah. There's Caroline also. And Wyatt, yeah. Wyatt is still was still leading when I checked, so we'll be doing the Wyatt timeline once again for the speedrun. He is the default for the speedruns, as I said before, so it's probably better this way. So this is the first of a couple cutscenes in this game. As I said, this game is very story and cutscene heavy in its story. It's very story and cutscene heavy, yeah. Um, And instead of having most of the story be either through just playing the game or through cutscenes, this game has a lot of in-game cutscenes or in-engine cutscenes where we're sort of just all I can do is move my head around and I have to just sort of wait for events to play out. So we're gonna be here for at least like 5-6 minutes. If there's any announcements, any donations, anything like that,
All
definitely
right.
go ahead. Feel free.
Unfortunately, we do not have any donations yet, but if you want to donate, the money that we're raising is actually going to a no-kill dog shelter called Go Rescue in Norfolk, Virginia.
Don't be silly.
It's a really good cause. We've been doing it for as long as this charity has been, or this marathon has been going on. In 2011, a local woman named Georgia Obenos lost her home, and her only focus became how to prevent her family dogs from going back to animal control. Starting out with just an empty shell of a building, Go Rescue soon became not just a place for her current rescues, but a shelter that has grown to rescue over 2,000 dogs to date with no signs of slowing down. So if you want to, you can go ahead and hit exclamation point donate in the chat. We also have a bunch of incentives that are going on. We have Five Nights at Freddy. You can decide to decommission either Chica or Monty, and Chica is winning at $2 right now. In Control, you can choose the costume, and that costume is either Urban Response, Golden Suit, Janitor's Assistant, Astral Dive Suit, and Asynchronous Suit. The Janitor's Assistant and Astral Dive Suit are high right now at $5, and Asynchronous Suit is at $1. And then, yeah, we also have a target goal right now, and that is for Red Dead Undead Nightmare to do all regions. We're at 31 of 65. So let's try and hit that. As well as our main goal right now to get our bonus game in, which is Link's Awakening at $750.
Right, awesome. I do want to put a note in here, right here. Caroline here, unfortunately, who we saw in the last game, she is about to get her head cut off, as you can see by this axe. So if you're squeamish or don't like gore, I would look away. She's also going to do some weird stuff with the head afterwards, so I will, if you'd like to look away, I will let you know when all of that has subsided.
Never give in to these people. I think not.
We also want to thank, once again, we want to thank Speedruns Live. They're allowing us to run this marathon on their Twitch page, and they've been doing it since the beginning. Speedruns Live is a community dedicated to showcasing speedrunning events, races, and charity marathons involving your favorite games. Make sure you follow Speedruns Live here on Twitch to check out their other events they host.
Right, if you're looking away, you can keep looking away. Like I said, she's gonna. Frau Engel is gonna do some weird stuff with Caroline's head. I think Machine Games does a really, really good job, as I said before, of making Frau Engel, this antagonist of this game, the most hateable character ever. She's just an all-around terrible individual, even as a person. So, yeah. So. They really do a masterful job at making this game feel sort of personal. You're like, even if you were just playing it as BJ, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the game. If it adds an extra sense of wanting to beat the crap out of Frau Engel, as we're gonna do towards the end of the game.
So dear. Also another friend of yours, yes?
She's also going to attempt to behead Wyatt here, but here's where the difference is in the timeline here. Start again. So once again, the timeline mechanic is back. As you see, we have Wyatt here because we loaded his save earlier. In here, the difference here is Wyatt, he gets his, I'm not sure if he gets his ear cut off or if it just gets slashed or what happens there, but yeah, he gets his face sort of sliced open. When you're doing the Fergus timeline here, he actually gets his whole, I think it's his right arm, he gets his whole right arm cut off. So ensues for some very different timelines, and they're both equally very funny as well. So once again, if you ever get the chance to play the Wolfenstein games, I really do highly recommend them. Also, regarding the timeline differences, the differences in timeline are manifested a little bit different. As again, there are differences in story, but there's also instead of the lockpicking or the hot wiring, which it was in the first game, instead it's a different unique weapon. So in the Fergus timeline, you actually get the laser craftwork, which is the gun from the first game. In this timeline, you actually get the diesel craftwork, which is a sort of diesel bomb grenade launcher type beat, which is actually really cool. So I think in this game, the speedrunning differences are actually a lot minimal. I guess it's just down to the weapon you like to use. But yeah, I'm going Wyatt. So
Keep your shit together, Wyatt. Need you to step up now.
what we're gonna do now, we're actually
things you
on
can
the
do with that.
Ausmerzer, which is a Frauenhaus flying Nazi fortress thing. So we're gonna be breaking out of here. They actually have our U-boat sort of held hostage, so we're gonna be releasing that and then breaking out of here.
Caroline, you copy? Before you go upstairs, please watch over our people while I get this done.
Also, if you couldn't tell by the schedule, this game is also a lot shorter of a
Like they
speedrun.
taught us back in boot camp.
As
Take out the
opposed to
commanders first.
2 hours and some change. Excuse me, 2 hours and some change for the New Order. This game is only about an hour and 20 minutes, so very short. So this is also a very easy game to get in for speedrunning as well. I would really recommend these ones. I'm currently the second place holder for this game, for Glitchless. So that was only after
Got myself a new
I
exit.
maybe ran this game like... I've been playing these games for years. I've been playing this one since it came out, but they're very easy to learn, and I managed second place after like I want to say like maybe only like
Caroline,
5 or 6
I
runs,
released
maybe
Eva's
even
hammer.
if
and
I'm being
heading
generous.
back to
So
our people. I hate to ask. You stick around. Caroline, I'm hurting. Will you lend me your wings?
I also forgot to mention that BJ has sort of inherited the power suit
Odin.
after
Odin
Caroline's
made a security
unfortunately passed
system.
away. So it allows him to, you know, be doing all this, as he's been sort of, you know, asleep in a coma, pretty much almost vegetative for the last like 5 months it is. So it's gonna knock me over. So that's allowing him to do all this. It's also reflected in the health and armor, which I actually didn't realize for a while, which is really cool. But you'll realize that he has like a max like 200 armor, but really low health. His base health is like 50, and that is reflecting sort of the use of the power armor.
You know how to handle one flagrant angle?
Yes, I do.
Call me Wyatt.
And this is the second chapter in the game, so we're pretty much done here. Like I said, this game is way shorter. It's very quick, so a lot of these chapters will sort of be in and out. If you feel like if you blink, you'll miss it. So
It does seem like a very fast-paced game too. Like there's not much time to like break, except for obviously like a 7-minute cutscene here and there. But
yeah. Yeah, this game is very fast-paced compared to the first game. One thing you'll notice in this game that you probably didn't see me do in New Order is dual wielding. Dual wielding is a lot more useful in this game. I think this is one of the features that was really sort of advertised for this game is dual wielding guns. This game is really you know, it's supposed to be a shoot 'em up, so dual wielding feels a lot less clunky, and it makes my life a lot easier. So we do it a lot more here. Right there also, you might have heard the dialogue sort of double over itself. One quirk about this game is sometimes when you are going through sections in the game where there is like there's like dialogue and they're supposed to show up at certain sections. If you do it too fast, like for example in a speedrun, the dialogue will actually double over itself because you're going too fast. As you can hear here
According
again.
to the engineering map, there's dozens of warheads in there. Let's hope the Nazis haven't tampered with them.
I'm stuck.
A few more weeks, baby. With your grace. Nazi radio room ahead. Gotta find
Get up
a way.
here.
Thank you, William. The Ausmatz is losing track of us now. Find your way back to the locker room. Bombate will let you out of there.
What we were also doing there too, by the way, is there how Frauengel found the Eva's hammer was that there's actually like subsection in the submarine that they didn't actually wasn't sort of mapped out, sort of stricken off the record, and a bunch of Nazi holdouts. Nazi holdouts were hiding in there, so we had to go clear that out real quick.
Well done, Blaskowitz. Come.
We're also going to be, this is sort of the home base as well, so we're going to be here a lot sort of in between missions, a lot
What I
more.
got, he can't cure.
So, yeah. The submarine is actually, it's really cool sort of idea for a, a sort of a base, so. Here we gotta go break this turret. I hope I can get the
Make me chase
coal
you,
cycle
ain't
here, where you don't have to run all the way down there and chase it. I got it. Let's go. Nice. So that's that.
you? Seth's gotta be more careful with
Let's
his
go see Set
experiments.
here.
How was my shooting range?
It's fine. Let's go see
This is a good home for
Anya,
us,
and then we're gonna
Caroline.
get on our way again.
You always make the right call.
William, I can still smell her in here.
I can't believe Caroline is dead.
I kinda didn't go the right way for this. A little silly. Oh, actually it's fine. We're fine. We gotta go to Wyatt's room. I sort of took the long way there. But, yeah, so that is the first sort of little home base sort of mission here. Where we're gonna be going to next is we're actually heading to Manhattan, which is really cool. We're also going to do the first sort of new thing here. We're going to be extended tank here. There are weapon upgrades in this game, so we're going to be upgrading our weapons.
screaming no more.
What is it, 1, 2, 3,
But I
4
can still
times
hear
here. So the first one is the extended tank for this, which will make it so we can hold more diesel grenades. There we go. But yeah, this is Blasted Out New York. This is New York with a
Cap,
EU.
You
Also.
there? Listen, Cap. Transmissions
As you see, it's been
weak.
blasted out, so
Make your
it's giving
way through
Fallout,
the city and reach the
really.
state
But this is
building.
mainly how
Watch
the
out.
Nazis won the war by blasting the crap out of
Head.
Manhattan.
Whoa. Oh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded, Cap. Hey, watch out for the Nazi search parties.
But we're gonna
is what I
go
was going to say.
on a field trip here through Manhattan, through the subway, we're gonna go make contact with the American resistance. One thing I did forget to mention here is that this game is, the premise is pretty much exactly the same as the first game, but instead of liberating Europe from Death's Head, we're gonna liberate, or start at least the revolution in the United States. So we're gonna be going to a couple spots here and making contact with resistance groups and doing a couple of things. We're gonna keep track of the dogs again, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll add that to our 9. That is 16. Once again, I will be donating $1 for every dog I've got to kill in this game because I figured it was right since we are all the proceeds of this marathon are going to a medical shelter. Oh, door cuts.
See if there's some way to power up this old train, okay? Train's got power.
And just remember, if you want to help, you can donate every dollar with Anarchy, or you can donate yourself with !donate.
real. Right, so that sort of ends our excursion into the subway tunnels there. Do 6 sort of rollout there, but we've got our power suit on, so
Ignore the
all is
pain.
good.
Ain't dead.
Stuck.
So keep moving.
There we go.
Hey, Cap, you should
Next,
know.
we're gonna
Oh,
make
wow.
our way over to the
Look at
resistance.
these stars. Tanya, you see this all bright, all knowing? Oh gosh, look. Oh, they're zooming away. Wait.
William,
Wait.
why you just left? I don't know where. If you are on Fifth Avenue, the state building should be near.
Hello, big boy. Come to
So,
test the old man's metal.
As I said, the timelines for this game are really humorous. So,
Find a way to reach the top of
basically,
the state building and make contact
Wyatt
with the
spends
resistance
this
group.
entire
Look
playthrough,
for
or his
elevators,
timeline,
stairs,
like
anything.
tripping, basically,
The radiation
and it
levels
is
should be
really
acceptable
funny.
at the top of the building.
So you'll see that evidence a couple times throughout the playthrough, and it's, like I said, it's
Every
hilarious.
second. Glory.
Alright, so let's skip that. Alright, so here we are. We're at the Manhattan Resistance cell here. We're gonna do 2 more upgrades here. We're gonna upgrade our. We're gonna get the nail gun and the drum magazine, so it'll do more
Should
damage
get to work on upgrading
and
my weapons.
can hold more ammo. Right. So basically, Nazis followed us up here, and they got a helicopter, but we gotta clear the rest of them out here because you know, protagonist things, I guess. And probably gonna have to switch guns here. Yeah. Soldaten, super soldaten. And there's a chart in my face. This is one of the basically just one of the shoot 'em ups, like you might have saw in the first game. Just kill a bunch of Nazis. You know, yeah, as we should, and call it a day.
These games are very interesting. I've never actually like played a Wolfenstein game before, like the old ones or the new ones. Did you speedrun the old ones as well, the originals?
I do actually. I actually got my start in speedrunning. Not the very first, but the one of the very earliest Wolfenstein games, Wolfenstein 3D, which is pretty much the sort of one of the grandfathers of like FPS games. Wolfenstein 3D was pretty much Doom before Doom existed. It laid the framework for Doom and managed to make that the franchise that it later became. So it's sort of like you know, less known older brother. But yeah, I used to run that game. I was grinding for a world record for that for a while. Never got it, but I did beat a time goal I was looking for. So after that, I decided I really like the newer games, so I decided to start running these. My eventual goal for the all-time lane games is to eventually do a anthology speedrun of all 4 of the newer games, minus the VR title, just because that would be kind of hard to do. But I eventually would like to do sort of a Fallout Anthology-esque speedrun, where I run all 4 games back to back. So I'm looking forward to that eventually.
The damp heat, the maddening itch. How did you endure it so gracefully? It's fitted so tight I struggle to breathe. Yet inside, Caroline, you left a vacuum too great to fill.
Speaking of this game, also, this is one of the spots for the first sort of half of this game.
But your suit and the
As you can
cloth
hear him, BJ is going to
all
be
that
sort of
keeps
just
me upright.
monologuing
And
about
her voice.
Caroline,
Her glory.
about
It
Anya,
baffles me.
about he's basically he's pretty much dead at this point in time. The only thing really keeping him alive is the power suit, which, like I said, is once again representative in the health at the bottom. He has a bunch of armor but like no health, which is actually really interesting. So Yeah, you'll hear that for another couple of
Need some light in here.
levels. So.
Figures.
He died. He died, pal. Why is he still alive? Wow. Not so sure why he lived that long. He should be dead, but I guess it doesn't
Conclusion
matter.
I've reached. Whatever happens, she can't know.
I have no name now either, but it's fine.
It's my burden to bear until it's hers.
So just gonna be going right on past
Here's
this.
what I'll
I'm
do.
gonna try my best to get this
Keep
really
away
cool
from her.
jump.
Let nothing show.
Doesn't
Caroline.
save like anytime,
This
but it's
dying's
cool.
making me a liar.
Oh, I just missed it. But yeah, you can sprint jump over here. Skip running around, but that's alright. So what we're doing down here, by the way, is this submarine actually has a bunch of nuclear warheads still in it from when the Nazis had it. So we're going to use that to blow some stuff up. So yeah.
Well, Caroline, I fucked up and told her. Turns out, the hurt I tried to spare was mine, not hers.
So what we're going to do here is we're just going to fill this chopper up.
Right.
That's why we get the extended tank early there in Manhattan, because it allows me to just fill this up in one go.
Chopper's fat and sassy.
And
Should let Grace know.
just fill it up and then only have to refill it once. Because if you come in here and it's not full already, or you don't have the tank, you're going to have to come back here like 3 times just to get it full up, just to fill the chopper up. So makes my life a lot easier.
The main man.
So the next spot we're going to be going to after this, we're going to be going to Roswell, New Mexico. We're going to be going to the base of operations in, New Mexico, and we're going to be blowing the place up. This is Victory Day, which is July 4th, but I believe this is the day that the Nazis won the war here. I guess they blew the U.S. up on the 4th, so yeah, they have this instead of July 4th celebrations. So yeah, a fitting day, I'd say, to
American diner.
Now, do we watch the explosions, or do we just turn around and walk away from them?
We'll see like a bit of it. We were kind of be turning away and walk away from them. We'll see a little bit of it in the cutscene, but it's kind of get skipped. But I will say from my experience in watching the cutscene, it is pretty sick actually. So.
Let's see. I'll have the...
Blazkowicz, Speshy knows you're coming to attack the Oberkommando, but he has no idea you bringing a damn atom bomb.
Also, we're kind of undercover here. We've got the atom bomb dressed up as a fire
Come on, Peter, let's go
fire
someplace
extinguisher.
else.
We're dressed up as a fireman right now, which is pretty funny. And also coming up with said atom bomb fire extinguisher thing is one of the funniest scenes in this game. So
You, 1 strawberry milkshake, please.
so this guy, of course, can come and ask for a strawberry milkshake.
Hope you don't have a fire back there to put out. If so, I'll come back another time.
I'm guessing a lot of these cutscenes, long cutscenes, are the best bathroom breaks, or go grab a drink.
Fireman, I recognize
Yeah. Certainly, yeah. There's one towards the, I think it's like almost directly in the middle of the game, where it's like, literally, it's like 7, 8, like 9 minutes long. So if I ever gotta go get food, or I gotta go to the bathroom or whatever,
Show me your identification
perfect time.
papers. Please.
Of course, I don't have identification papers, and also I hate this guy, so we're gonna knock him upside the head with an atom bomb, because why not?
Shut the fucking front door!
Not that I don't trust you, Blazkowicz, but there's nothing saying you couldn't be wearing a mask.
Alright, so that was sort of the first part of this chapter here. Here's the second part. We're going to go to the Oberkommando, the Nazi base of operations down here. It's actually under Area 52, as Super Special just said. So they chose it like that for a reason, I guess. And there was I think this is how they tie the Dashikut back into this game. Is they had sort of a safe keep under here, and they decided to make their basic operations here. So,
Without your way,
but like I said, we're gonna go blow this place up, so it doesn't really matter. Right, we do a pretty cool jump here.
They got rocket trains now.
We're gonna do our last upgrade for this speedrun. We're gonna get the marksman scope. Basically turns the rifle into a one-shot kill for headshots. Here's another dog. So this is 17, I think. So, yeah. Do some more parkour. Whee! Jump in this train here. We gotta take a train to the depot.
Alright, we're on the move. Gotta head up front and grab the controls.
Weapon here, we got the new shock hammer and shotgun. Great gun, in my opinion. So we're just gonna run through, no consequences whatsoever, which is pretty funny. Just run past these guys, and get to the autopilot here. Set it to super max. I'm gonna pull these out. It says I have no ammo, but I get some. Get there, so all is well.
So the glitchless category is 1 hour and 30 minutes. How long is the glitched category of the game?
It's actually I don't know off the top of my head, but these games are not so much different from the any percent categories. I know for the New Order, it's like the world record is like 130 something, and then any percent is like 120, I think. So it's very minimal difference. The world record for this game is 111 actually. So I think any percent is like an hour, maybe just under that. I'm not actually sure. Here we're gonna do a scary jump here. Try not to die. Yeah. It's huge run killer right here. In my PB, my run that is second place in the leaderboard, I actually died right there, and I didn't quick save there either. So I had to redo the whole level pretty much from getting off the train. So that was a fun experience.
So, you want the Nazis to leave the warhead alone once you planted it, right? Well, what you gotta do is place it in the Oberkommando's nuclear reactor.
So as Special said, we're gonna put the warhead in the nuclear reactor,
The Nazis won't be
and
able to track
then
its radiation
we're gonna
signature.
blow this pop
They
stand.
won't find it, they won't disarm it.
There's a big, crazy, fancy robot there the Nazis got, but evidently I don't care, so we're just gonna run past it.
Yeah. Keep running, Nazis.
In my way, and that's pretty much the recommend. Make this jump here, and we're gonna get the heck out of Dodge. We're gonna pretend I didn't miss that, but we're gonna jump right past this guy, and yeah, that's the Overcommando. I actually like the cutscene play a little bit because the scene is pretty cool, but yeah, you see everybody leaving. I'm gonna take this guy, but yeah. So next is probably the shortest chapter in this game, Mesquite. This is actually where BJ grew up at, his childhood home. That's pretty much gone to ruin now. So just gonna, it's a whole lot of go into loading zones again. But that guy right there, actually, that is Rip Blaskowitz. That is BJ's dad. Another complete bozo, really, if I'll be honest. He really sucks as a human being. BJ's actually half Jewish. His mother, Sophia, is Jewish, and he actually sold her out to camp, which is crazy. So, grade A husband. But what he just did here is he actually sold us out to Frauenwald, because BJ is actually a terrorist, according to the Nazis. So he sold us out to Frauenwald, but yeah. The Auschmitzers got a sort of house here, but try our best to not let that happen. But you know, things can always be fine and dandy. So BJ actually gets caught here. So as you'll see in this bit of cutscene here. So they got him. So that is the next bit of cutscenes. This is the really long one. We're about halfway through the game now. We're gonna be here for about 9 minutes. So if you have any donations, any notes.
Alright, so once again, we do not have any donations. If you want your donation to be read right away, go ahead and donate right now. Those are actually going to be going to a great cause, and that cause is Go Rescue Foundation, which is located in Norfolk, Virginia, and it's a no-kill dog shelter out there. And they, if you live near that area, I want to say that and you want to help out, you can adopt one of the animals, or you can go to GoRescueDogs.com, adoptable pets, or you can call them and they can set up an appointment. You can also volunteer there if you're close, and you can fill out a volunteer form. And also, if you go onto their website, GoRescueDogs.com success stories, you can also find out about adoption success stories that they have on there. And if you've been watching for a little bit now, you will have seen some of the videos in the background of some of the dogs running during our intermission screen. Some of the dogs are dogs that they have in there that could be adopted, or they've already been adopted. And yeah, it's just something like super fun if you're really into that sort of thing. Some of the donations that you can go for right now, we have our goal right now is to get to $750 to unlock our bonus game, which is Link's Awakening, and the runner for that is M-Chan, and if you know M-Chan, he's a great runner, so you definitely have great commentary as well, and you definitely want to get him on here to do that. And if you want to donate for some of the incentives, right now we have Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and you can choose to either decommission Monty or Chica. Decommission Chica is actually in the lead at $2. If you want to decommission Monty, you just have to donate $3 or more. We also have Control. You can choose the costume choice. Right now, Janitor's Assistant and Astral Dive Suit are both in the lead, tied at $5. And we have a asynchronous suit at $1 if you want the asynchronous suit to jump into the lead, or Janitor's Assistant Astral Dive Suit to jump to the lead. You just have to donate a couple of dollars. Any dollar helps with this charity. And then finally we have our target goal of 65, and that's for Red Dead Redemption. That's going to be coming on Dead Nightmares, all regions. That's for $65, and that's coming up in 2 days. So help us to reach that goal as well. And then if you're interested and you say, well, I have a glitchless game or a no major glitches category, we actually have our own Discord page. You can do exclamation point Discord, and it will send you a link to our Discord page, and you can join it, and it'll tell you when our next events are happening. And we also want to thank Speedruns Live once again. They are hosting us for this event, letting us run on their page. If you're interested in watching them, Speedruns Live is a community dedicated to showcasing speedrunning events, races, charity marathons involving your favorite games. Make sure you follow Speedruns Live here on Twitch to check out their other events they host. And I will check again here. We still don't have any donations, so like I said, if you want your donation read right now to say how awesome Anarchy is doing in these games, how good I'm doing as a host, I don't know, whatever you want to say, just this is the perfect time to do it.
That's it.
And
What does it take?
oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. I don't really.
Oh, good. Oh, that's fine.
I was gonna
got
say,
a
how
couple
did
more
you
minutes of
actually get
cutscenes, so
into
go
the
ahead.
Wolfenstein games to begin with?
That killed your friend.
Well, I've always loved speedrunning. I've always been a gamer my whole life, so I got into watching speedruns. I was, let's see, it's been a while, but I started watching GDQ back in 2014, I want to say. And I always thought GDQ was so cool, and seeing people, do games fast. And I never really knew what kind of games I wanted to speedrun. I always played the sort of weird games that aren't really speedrunnable. Like who speedruns like Call of Duty, or who speedruns like like Wolfenstein, even like who even does that. But I found that I really like these games. I would play them every couple of months, and I decided that why not? Speedrunning, the one thing I love about speedrunning is you can speedrun literally anything. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's Wolfenstein or it's Mario or it's Sonic or whatever. So I got into running Wolfenstein 3D, mainly because I had always wanted to get into it, and also because Wolfenstein is not a super active, doesn't have a really super active speedrunning community, so I hate to say this, but my sort of main motivation for running some of the episodes in Wolfenstein 3D was I really wanted a really easy world record. I did never get it, but I thought it would be free, so I started doing that. I sort of fell in love with it, and as I said before, I decided I was going to start speedrunning these games because once again this community is really small, and I also just like them. I'm a little less motivated by world records now, but fell in love with it, so here we are. Right here, this is also we sort of in the cutscene, BJ got captured, so we saw a bunch of them being happy that they caught Terror Billy, and also an attempt to sort of break us out of jail there by Super Smash, but he ended up dying. But it won't be in vain, however. We got some stuff up our sleeves. But here we have the sort of second sort of shoot 'em up level here. This is the courthouse scene. This one is really hard to do if you ever play this game on any of the harder difficulties. By the way, this is also both these speedruns have been on the easiest difficulty, called Can I Play Daddy, which is sort of humorously named. So yeah. Nah, I don't think it will. So I think we're gonna, shoot our way out of here. Waiting for this soldat to drop. It's cool, you can actually see this from the ceiling. There's one. There's two. There we go. Robot guy. There's also a dog here. I do unfortunately have to kill a dog, so I think that is now $17 I will be donating. after this run is over. Once again, if you'd like to match me on that for this, definitely feel free to. Go Rescue is definitely a really great cause, so I'm very happy to donate my money. This should be the last 2 sold out in here. So we should be good to go out here. The last 3 actually are left. I'm gonna die. Wait a minute. Didn't anticipate that, actually. There we go. There we go. Alright. That would have been kind of bad if I died there, so... but anyway, that's the courthouse. As it turns out, it was just a daydream. BJ is still sort of, you know, captured. Cool scene nonetheless, though. But, yeah. So, could this spell the end for our fabled, Nazi-killing hero? I think it just might. As unfortunate as this is to see Washington D.C. decked out in Nazi stuff, this is actually a really cool scene to see the monument and the sky in the background. Also, spoiler alert, just a little bit, BJ is going to get decapitated in a second, so if you're squeamish, I would maybe look away.
This run has been going for about 45 minutes. It doesn't even seem like it's been going for that long. Like, it seems like it's just like there's so much action in it that you're just like, wow, time is really flying by.
Yeah, certainly. That's one of the things I love about this game is how fast-paced it is. It's when it says it is a first-person, you know, action like shooter, it really is. It certainly puts the action in action. Also, here's my head getting cut off. So yeah, that's totally like the end of the game, right? Yeah, I just got my head cut off. There's no way our hero could, you know, keep going after this, but... Oh wait. Wait. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm a head in a jar. Whoa, that's crazy. So, yeah, BJ, one of the, you know, top 3, like, most badass characters in gaming. Bro totally survived getting his head cut off. So, if that doesn't show resilience, I don't know what does. So, what's gonna happen here is, there's a super soldier, sort of super engineered body right there, and BJ's gonna get his head sort of grafted onto that. And we're also gonna get a, actually, I'm just gonna let her explain this. There's also a little cat monkey. This is Shoshana, a little baby. So, Seth actually did the same thing that he's about to do to us with this cat there. Yeah, we're gonna get to pick one of these contraptions, just the Ram Shackles, the Constrictor Harness, and the Battle Walkers. For speedrunning purposes, we're gonna pick the Battle Walkers. And these different things allow you to explore the levels in different ways. It's what makes this game in particular so replayable, is you can go ahead and get any of those contraptions and play the levels differently every time. And it's really cool. But we picked the Battle Walkers in particular because it allows you to basically just, you know, walk over stuff and skip stuff, which is very useful.
Put it on. Let's see what you do.
There we go. Jump over that. Up here. Alright, what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to be testing the Battle Walkers there, but speedrunning, so you know we have cool things to do.
Caroline, thank you. Take back your wings. I don't need them anymore.
Also, BJ's finally gonna stop, you know, monologuing to Caroline because you know he's not dying. Here, I'm also gonna make sure the game doesn't soft lock. So hopefully, okay, we're good. Sometimes Sigrun there, that's actually Frauen's daughter, by the way. But she's you know, turned over a new leaf. But sometimes there she has to really go to the bathroom there. And you're supposed to go and go talk to Anya there in your room. So she'll block the way until you go talk to her. But sometimes if you go talk to her too fast and you don't wait for her to get out there, she'll actually stay there after you get out of the cutscene, and it soft locks it. You have to reload. But we're good there. What we're doing now is we are going back to Manhattan again. And we're going to go to a nuclear bunker, and we're going to go get a dossier on the next resistance cell in Louisiana. Alright, that was clean.
The Nazis keep the stolen intel inside their command center. You gotta find your way in there.
So hopefully we're gonna get in here, get out, we'll call it a day. Interesting gimmick about this place is there are some fan doors that run on the cycle, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to catch all of those. Won't have any issues there. I'll make this one. Yep, nice. I'll make this one. Nice. We're getting pretty speedy here, actually. So that was good. Next we're gonna go down here and I'm supposed to be here. Okay. We're gonna open this door here. And yeah, this is pretty straightforward, actually. Yeah, we're just gonna pretty much run through here and call it a day. Here. It's gonna be another set of fan doors on a cycle. Let's see if we can hit these. There's a big doggy there. Hopefully these doors are working. Yeah, there we go. We're on a really good cycle for this. Oh, this is really good. Here. We're just gonna go up and go get this dossier, and that'll be this sort of chapter. I'm stuck? Okay. Also, I didn't explain the contraptions as well as I probably could have, but as I said, they allow you to the contraptions allow you to take different routes throughout the levels. The constrictor harness allows you to go low. The ram shackles allow you to go through, and the battle walkers allow you to go above. So I chose battle walkers because it lets you, you know, just walk over stuff. So we were able to get over a lot of stuff there. So we got the dossier now, so we're just gonna head out now. Kill those robot dudes here, and I'm kind of dying actually. Oh. Oh, I think we'll be fine actually.
Yes, Blazkowicz. I see you.
Hopefully,
approaching now.
Bombate will make it here before I, you know, die. Okay, can I leave? There we go. 8 health on the dream team. So we're gonna make our way back here. Let's get this cutscene. As you saw, some of the robots were trying to stow away, and some didn't make it. So take care of those two. Help Bombate out here. And hit the road again.
Grace! Grace!
This motherfucker don't waste ammo. Break your idiot
Also, shout out Grace, one of the best characters in this game. Love her. So.
Blazkowicz, I need you to make it to the other side of the Great Wall. Look for any
So
kind
here
of
we are
opening
in
that will
another
grant you
sort
passage
of
to the inside of the wall.
derelict. This is Louisiana, New Orleans.
Christ, Captain. Not much sign
So
of
we're gonna be
civilian
trying to
life
make
from
it
up here. I
to
hope we're not too late.
the resistance leader Horton, who is pretty based. So he's a cool guy. Yeah, this is also gonna be. This one is actually pretty long.
Blazkowicz, head for
Jump,
the old American
nice.
Bank building. That's where Horton and his
Another
group
big
should be
doggy.
holed up. Find them. Persuade them to join our cause.
This kind of has like a couple parts to it. So
American Bank. What's a dollar worth these days?
is that part?
The big easy. Can't undo your tragedy. But I
So there's this
can
part.
put
And,
people
we're gonna go
responsible.
get Horton, and there's gonna be a part after that. And then we're gonna go to another secret surprise place. I'm gonna save here just in case we have some oopsies here. Nice. Can't tell you how many times I've messed it up really badly. It's not even really that hard to do, but you know, sometimes we do a little bit of trolling here.
Sounds like someone is putting up a fight.
I gotta say, this also kind of gives me a Titanfall sort of feel to it, in a way. With some of the...
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Never thought about it that way. There's one more. There he is. There we go. Alright, so that is the first part of Louisiana. So there's a pretty lengthy cutscene here with Horton, but it's of the skippable variety, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second part. It's one of the cooler ones where you get to ride a Panzerhund. There's a rideable one. But for speedrunning purposes, you know, it's not fast enough, so we're just gonna go ahead and sprint our way through this. As I said before, you'll see me dual wielding a lot more in this game. Machine Games did a great job of making this game feel a lot more... I think they improved upon a really good game. They improved a lot upon a game that was already really good. And one of those aspects was, you know, making the game feel a lot faster, a lot more fast-paced, a lot more... You know, it feels a lot better to play, I would say. So dual wielding feels a lot less clunky. Yeah. So we utilize it a lot more. Excuse me. There. And, that's the sort of second section of this. There's just one more. Basically, we're trying to land the U-boat over here so they can go pick up Horton's guys, but I guess you'll see for yourself.
We're standing on top of the Lakeview apartment building. So many of them. They just keep coming. So many Nazis. It never ends, does it, Captain? Can you dig it, man? Wyatt, out.
You got some funny Wyatt dialogue there. He's tripping balls the whole time. It's really funny. We also missed the one before the Space Fish one, but there's a U-boat, by the way. Crash landing on, you know, the ground, so Here we're also going to do kind of the Battle Walkers. We pick those also because it allows you to do...
Wyatt, Anya, help everyone get on board the U-boat. The Nazis will regroup and attack.
Okay.
Hurry up. Blazkowicz, get your ass up on the Lakeview apartment
it allows you to do sort of sequence break-esque things. As you saw, the dialogue there was overlapping again because we were doing it way faster than it sort of intends you to. So yeah. Alright, so here we are now. Our surprise location again is we're on Venus, actually. So how do you top the moon in the New Order? Well, we go to Venus. We go to another planet. This is where they actually moved the Oberkommando to after we blew it up on Earth. So we're here, and what we're doing to infiltrate this is we're actually pretending to be an actor because they are making a film about the capture and the murder of, or the execution rather, of BJ Blazkowicz. So here there's also some sensitive words here because they are trying to make BJ sound as monstrous as possible. So they'll show up on screen, but I'll try my best to skip them as fast as I can.
So many German innocent lives you have killed. But
Also, that's Hitler, by the way. In this alternate timeline, he's still alive. So, yeah.
I will murder.
And by this point in time, he'd be, it's 1961, I think? 1960, around there, still. So by this point, he'd definitely be sort of old and senile, and they do a very good job at, showing that. This is also another moment where we've got like 5 minutes worth of cutscene, so if you got anything to read, go ahead.
Alright, so I would love something to read for donations-wise. However, people have yet to donate for us. So we are going to explain a little bit about what the charity is. The charity is No Glitches Allowed, or not No Glitches Allowed, sorry, Go Rescue. And Go Rescue Foundation was founded in 2011 when a local woman named Georgia Obanos lost her home, and her only focus became how to prevent her family dogs from going back to animal control. Starting out with just an empty shell of a building, Go Rescue soon became not just a place for current rescues, but a shelter that has grown to rescue over 2,000 dogs to date, with no signs of slowing down. They work to provide a haven for homeless dogs, giving them the time, care, and love they need to find not just any home, but the right home. And if you're interested in donating, all the proceeds in this event will go to Go Rescue. And some of the polls that we have going on, some of the incentives that we have going on, decommission Monty or Chica. Chica's in the lead with $2. You just have to donate $3, and that will put Monty in the lead if you want Monty. Janitor Assistant and Astral Dive Suit for Control Costume Choice are both tied at $5. If you just donate $1, $2 to that, one of those two, then it'll be in the lead. Or you can do the Asynchronous Suit that is at $1. There's also Urban Response and Golden Suit. If you want one of those, then donate $6 and it'll be in the lead. Any dollar is going to be helping out for this, as well as our target goal right now is actually to get $750 to get the bonus game of Link's Awakening into the marathon. So if you want to see Link's Awakening get into the marathon, then go ahead and donate, because I would love to have more to read off here instead of just reading off the same stuff.
Llewellyn Ewing. Yeah. Why don't you start?
And also, if you donate right now, you will also be getting it read right away, instead of having to wait a little bit for it to be read. So if you want that, then go for it. And right now, I think you're at $17 or $18 for the doggos that you unfortunately had to kill off. So if you want to keep following that like go with what Anarchy is doing with that, then donate with her as well.
Yeah, we're at $17, I think, so far. So there's a couple more, I think. So I'll have to remember to count those. But yeah, two funny things about this cutscene right here is the guy who died right there, he got shot and died, is actually supposed to be this timeline's version of Ronald Reagan, which is really funny. One of the funniest cutscenes in the game, if you ever look it up, he says, "I'm from Arizona," and then gets shot and killed. And it's not supposed to be funny, but it is. That is just hilarious, kind of. So, second thing is you can actually step on Hitler right there. I'm not going to, just for just keep it moving. But if you play this game, definitely recommend you do because it's pretty funny. You'll have to reload a save after that because you know, they kind of turn on you. But yeah, if you ever have a very strong desire to step on Hitler, this is the game for you. Oh, there's another dog, so that's 18.
Here it is. My ticket down to the surface.
And of course, because we walked on the lunar surface, on the moon, you know, once again, how do you top that? You walk on the surface of Venus, because, yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. It's actually a pretty cool mechanic if you're playing this casually, because Venus is really hot. There's like cooling stations. You're supposed to fill your suit up with coolant, which is pretty cool. But because we're speedrunning this,
Air feels heavy.
we're actually just gonna do this all in one go. Doesn't matter. So.
Right time to break into the facility, find the Oberkommando, steal the Odin codes from General
landscape for this
Angel's
place is
ship.
also really cool.
Slick as a whistle.
Another big old Nazi robot. Just gonna run right past it because you know can't be bothered. Come on, get the store to open. Let's climb up this ladder. Oh, I did not mean to pick that up.
There's that heat again.
So there's a sort of there's sort of a sequency break kind of thing here. We're gonna skip past a couple of levels of this couple floors, I guess I should say. This one save here. Another reason why we picked the battle walkers is that you can just jump up here and skip a bunch of this. Alright, perfect. That went really good. So yeah, now we're in the sort of Oberkommando base here. Here we see those, we start to see those like bulldog, one-eyed looking type dogs. Those ones we won't be doing anything with, but they are certainly a thing. Hopefully I can get this Battle Walkers thing. We're gonna be coming up on next pretty fast. A lot of times this chooses not to cooperate with me, but hopefully it'll be good here. We're also gonna do this sort of elevator section here first, where it's very reminiscent of the beginning of the game. He actually says deja vu. Because much like the elevator ride we took at the beginning when BJ was still in the wheelchair. Yeah, just gonna take a little trip here. so this is this battle walkers thing I was talking about. Head of stuff. There we go. Alright, that was pretty good. If you heard the sort of odd sounding sort of sound there, one of the little Easter eggs is that one of the Nazi commandants is playing a theremin, which is pretty cool. So you could actually hear it, and you could maybe hear it for a little bit when I was getting up there.
Welcome to the Oberkommando. Population, shitload of assholes. You got my Odin codes, assholes.
Also, what we're on Venus for, by the way, is we're going to be infiltrating Frangel's flying fortress, the Ausmerzer. We're going to be, we need the defense codes for it so we can disable the defenses. And that's what we're here for, and much like the nuclear codes in the first game, the Odin codes for it are stored on Venus. So we're just going to go ahead and get these, and we're going to if I can get out. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and get these codes. And then we're gonna be heading towards the end of the game, really. There's only a very brief sort of home base sort of mission, and then we're on to the end pretty much. So yeah. Funny thing about this is actually BJ's birthday, so there's a nice long birthday party scene there, so that's pretty funny to watch, but of course we're speedrunning, so we gotta skip it just a little bit. But
where's your head at, son?
Here we're going to get Wyatt. A lot of hijinks ensued after the party, so he ended up down here. He actually had a little bit of he had a little mouse friend here, and he had died. Rip cheesers. So yeah, and now we're on to the last chapter of the game. So coming up on our stunning conclusion.
Hold on, William.
See, we're on Der Ausmerzer, the flying fortress. Take care of these guys real quick. And start. We can stop annoying them.
There are 3 different Odin control centers on the Ausmerzer. 2 of them controlling the automated defense system. The Hugin control center for the port defenses, the Munin control center for the starboard defenses. Finally, there's the Odin main control center for the ship itself.
Understood.
Exactly what she said. So we're gonna go disable the defenses, and we're gonna turn off the main one. Beat the crap out of Frankel, as I like to put it.
Harder to access from your location. Bring up the ship schematics in the terminal and see if there's a way to reach them, Anya.
William, find a Hugin defense system. Stay here and try to figure out our way around this ship.
Alright, so we're gonna go get the first one. This is I think. Oh, we're gonna pass it. Go here. There we go. Oh, I fell. Anyway, as I was gonna say, it's really, I have to applaud Machine Games on how they actually approached, you know, coming back to a level we've been to already. You know, we came here at the beginning of the game, and you know, rather than just having you run through it the exact same way as we did in the beginning of the game, just in reverse order. Just kill him. Oh, there's another dog somewhere.
Let's see.
I hope I live here, but oh, I died. I guess I'm not living here then. But anyway, as I was saying, the way they approach this is actually really cool, because rather than just having you go through this in the reverse way, they added in the contraption mechanics here. So you know, you could do this a unique way. And like I said before, it adds so much to the replayability of this game. That you could do this, you could play this game like 3 or 4 times and it'd be different every time.
Let's see. V-A-L-H-A-L-L-A.
Okay, so that's the Hugin one.
Well done, William. The port defense systems are offline. Get back here as soon as possible. I think I found a way to reach our other objectives.
This way. Oh, I did not mean to pick that up.
William, I need some help here. Hurry, please.
Right, so let's get back to our Lady Love. Alright, that should be... Right, that should be all of them. Sometimes one likes to, you know, sneak and hide somewhere. Yeah, there we go.
William, I'm in here. William, jump into the transport pod there on the other side. I've reprogrammed these to take us to the upper parts of the ship. We can reach the other Odin control centers from up there.
Alright, so let's hop in the pod here.
Hold on.
Of course, nothing can ever, you know, go right for at any point in time here, so... there, Rosie.
I love you, William.
There's the big guy there.
He's on top of you!
Hey, pal. No. That. And next we're gonna go do the Munin one. Very cool names, by the way, for these. Named after Odin and his ravens.
William, there's another shaft on the other side. You should be able to reach the Munin control center from there. I need you to go there and shut down the starboard defense system. I'll keep making my way to the Odin main control center.
Alright.
V-A-L.
Okay. So that's that now. Back. Door open here.
William, now that the starboard defense system is shut down, you can go back out to the troop deployment hall and climb up the robotic deployment arm. I'm outside the Odin main control center. Lots of activity in this place. Get here as fast as you can.
Alright, so, oh, excuse me. Alright, so, we are coming up on, the game doesn't really have sort of a final boss, per se, like the, first game had. It's got sort of, well, I mean, I guess it does. I guess you could call this a final boss fight, but not really. It's basically just a bunch of super soldaten and some big old robots, but, because speedrunning, excuse me, we are gonna just, bypass most of that, so, yeah. Up we go here. This is the, sort of final boss type beat I was talking about. Hopefully, maybe get lucky with the, sometimes the robot will come. There's supposed to be 3, sets of these soldaten, and the final boss robot thing will come out after. Sometimes you can actually get the robots in there to come trigger before the set comes out. It looks like won't be the case here, but it is pretty cool when it happens nonetheless. Alright, so up we go. Back up so I don't... Yep, there he is, and there's another one there as well. But you can just go right past them, which is really funny. So, up we go, and that's really that. Going here. Oops. And yeah, that's the last sort of full level in this game, and we're gonna be coming up on time soon. This is definitely one of the coolest endings to a game I've played. So we're basically gonna go beat the crap out of Frau Engel on live TV because, yeah.
Let's do this. Camera 3, truck left for your wide shot.
Stop, Gunther.
Stand by. What? Look!
Stay on the air. Go do what you have to do, darling.
Right, well, let's go.
Feeling it, General? Doom is coming.
Best players money can buy. Please leave your tip on the
Right, as you can see, oh, there's also DK by the way. This timeline's Beatles, which is really funny.
This needs to happen up close. For you, Caroline.
But yeah.
General Engel! Yeah! What the hell?
And time. And there goes Frau Engel. So yeah, that was Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. I hope you like this speedrun. I hope you like the New Order as well. Really happy to have been able to show these two games off. Really great speed games, really great games period to play. If you're looking for an action-packed, first-person.
Do you want to know your final time? 1:20:24.
Sure.
My brothers and sisters of the United
That's pretty
States
good,
of
actually.
America.
As I said before, these games are timed without loads, so but 120 with loads is actually really good. So
Yeah,
awesome
it was super fun to watch. It was very unique, very interesting run, especially for somebody who's never actually seen these types of game or any of these games before. None of the old ones, none of the classics, none of the new. So yeah, it was super fun to watch. Great job.
To give you, like the warm winds
And
that this Nazi general sent down from
yeah. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate being able to show these games off, especially for some people who've never really seen any types like this. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. That was an amazing run, and I will definitely be watching more of these.
Enemy of our time. They ask you to sell your liberty.
Hi.
So so you just after you're done, you just get to run around.
Yeah. So at the end of this game, unlike the other games, have a sort of hard ending. This one, because it's sort of newer, has a lot of replayability at the end. So there's commander missions. You get to go take these guys out, and you can also go and get the other contraptions that you didn't get. So there's side missions to go ahead and get that, and a couple other little things.
Is there any like, oh yeah, those are all the collectibles and everything.
Yeah, up there actually, there's like, normal collectibles, and there's also something called the Enigma Terminal, which is sort of like the codes you can put in to get I'm not sure what they actually do in this game, but in the New Order, you actually use them to unlock new game modes, so you can do that. But yeah.
Yeah, if there's is there any place, I mean, if people are interested in running this game, is there any place I can go?
Yeah, so there aren't a whole lot of guides and stuff for this game out there. This game is very straightforward. If you play the game even just casually once, the speedrun is just sort of a sped up version of that. You really just sort of cut out all the shooting and stuff like that, and you know, go for it. I know I personally. All I did before I ran these games, I had been playing them casually for years, but all I did before starting to speedrun these games was I watched the world record runs and I, you know, emulated what I saw. So that's all it really takes. But if you ever have any questions or you know, want to get into it, feel free to message me on social media, Anarchy ASF, if you have any questions. And yeah, I'd really love to see more people run these games. They're very good. So
Thank you so much once again. And up next, I believe we have Genesis, and they will be running the next game. So we will head into that. That was a great run once again. We are going to be going to intermission here, and we are going to see if there's any more donations here, because we still have quite a ways before we hit the Link's Awakening. We're at 470 out of 750, and we want to try and hit that so we can get our bonus run in of Link's Awakening.